Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Talk. I hope you've had yourself a great day and are having a good day. Well, one thing we want to talk about today, folks, and let's get to the truth of it, this economy. We all know it's not good, yet we hear from Washington, oh, this is the greatest economy ever, we've never been better, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, come on. Let's live in the real world out here. Real people are living what it's like out here. We see the prices, we see the cost of things. I don't know if you heard or not, but if you haven't, the White House is pushing for a 50-year home loan. And today they came out with, of all things, a 15-year car loan. So, and the strangest thing is to me about this is if we're such a good, solid foothold right now that the economy has never been better, we're on the greatest shape we've ever been. Why are we offering this 50-year housing loan, 15-year car loan, and then offering a quote-unquote stimulus check for $2,000? Well, because you can only pull this out so long, and people know the real story. I mean, they live it every day. They see what gas prices are. They see what grocery prices are. They know their money's not going as far as it used to. I mean, they see it all, folks. So, I mean, it's not like we're living in a quote unquote imaginary world that everything's smelling like roses and everything is hunky dory out there, because it's not. So, how do we make ends meet on this? How do we do it? Well, we got to look at the situation, folks. Knuckle down, buckle down, as the old saying goes. Yeah, your dollars doesn't stretch as far as it used to. No more eating out. Make things at home. Believe it or not, you can actually make bread at home cheaper than you can buy it in the store, and actually it's better for you. The bread you make at home tastes better, is better than what you can buy. And it doesn't take that long to make it. And trust me, you can actually make ahead of time the dough, freeze it, and when you're ready for it, thaw it out, let it rise, and you can have homemade bread. And I know one thing, families who eat homemade bread will totally forget about eating store-bought bread, because trust me, it has so much flavor, and your house will smell so much better too. Make things from scratch. I mean, flour. Buy big bags of flour, bulk bags. Keep it. Store some. Make things with it. You can make things stretch. Buy things that are on sale and make it stretch. Chicken, sometimes when chicken thighs are on sale, sometimes you can get them below $1 now, a pound. Buy a bunch of them. You can do a lot with chicken thighs. I mean, you can make chicken pot pie, you can make chicken stew, all kinds of things with it. And it's a crowd pleaser too. I mean, your kids will go crazy over chicken pot pie, and it's simple to make. There isn't that much to do. And again, you can make your own pie dough, and that's very simple to do. I would tell you right now, if this is for me, what I would do is I'd be stocking up on pure lard, beef tallow, stuff like that, butter. Stay away from the imitation stuff, the margarine or the jugs of stuff that say that it's tastes like butter. Well, why would you want something that tastes like butter that isn't butter? Butter comes from a cow. It's just fat from a cow's milk. There's nothing else added to it. That's all it is. And buy in bulk, folks. You know, say the kids are saying, hey, I want some cookies. Well, don't run out to the store and do this. Make cookies at home. It's cheaper and it's easier to do. Buy vanilla in larger sizes. Buy the stuff and make ahead of time. You'd be surprised how much better you'll feel when you make better quality ingredients and stuff at home. And you can make things stretch too. I mean, believe it or not, you can take chicken thighs, put them in a crock pot, put all kinds of veggies in there, and you could have yourself a chicken stew like you wouldn't believe. Find meat that's on sale, pork especially. If you can get pork on sale, trust me, it is, you can do a lot with pork. Beef, yeah, it's high. Sometimes you can find a good deal on like chuck roast or something like that, something that's a different, a lower quality cut of beef, but you can make a lot with it. Take advantage of the sales, folks. Don't go out and buy the expensive cuts of meat, and then look for stuff that you can make at home. The eating out has got to stop. I mean, because we know we can't afford it. I was watching a video the other day, and a guy was he was complaining about this, and he said that he went to McDonald's and a McDouble, by the time he got the second one, it added up to $5.19. Yes, a McDouble. So he got one and had to get one for $1, but he paid $4.19 for one, and they shrunk it. And then I seen another video where they actually took the top off of a Big Mac. The meat was literally shrunk so much that there was at least a quarter of a ring of bread before you ever saw the meat. And we understand shrinkflation, but you need to look at what is going to make your dollar stretch further. Look at canned vegetables. Go to places that have discount stores and go in there when they have sales. Even Dollar General, stuff like that, places like that. Buy up rice. You can stretch chicken with rice. Make your own teriyaki sauce. It's pretty simple and easy to make, and it doesn't have all the gunk in it. Believe it or not, teriyaki is easy to make by hand. It's just a few simple ingredients, and believe me, you can have your own Chinese at home. That's simple. So, why do we talk like this? Why are we seeing what we're seeing? Because we're failing as a country. This country is going downhill and fast. I mean, we keep hearing all what Washington is shoveling out, but we know for a fact that you don't have to be standing in a cow pile to know what it is. I mean, everybody's living real life. I mean, electric rates have went up. Everything is going up. But yet we're pushing this stuff and saying, oh, we got the greatest economy in the world. But if that's the case, then why are people starving? I mean, I read an article just the other day that people are lining up at food banks at 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning. That means we have a serious problem, folks, in this country, and it's called hunger. And this is a country that should never, ever go hungry. The bountiful that we carry with all the grain and everything we produce here, that should be impossible. But the food companies and stuff like that, and we can't blame it all on them because their prices and cost and stuff have ever went up. But then we hear about this $2,000 that the White House is talking about giving us. Well, I'm going to tell you something. We lived through COVID. We remember what happened there. They gave us that stimulus check. What happened? Prices went up after that. So what's going to happen, folks, when they do give you the 2,000? Again, you're going to see rapid inflation again. So, I mean, it's like buy now, pay later. That's exactly what it's going to be. They're going to give it to you now, but you're going to pay for it later because of higher prices. I mean, that's the whole gist of it. And no matter what we do, no matter what we say, we can't control it. But we can try to make the best of it. And I know the SNAP benefits and stuff have hurt a lot of people, and we've heard about it. And the elderly and stuff, and trust me, they went through some hard times, and they're still going through hard times. But we need to sit and pray and put peace in our hearts and stuff. And if we find somebody that's hurting and we can help them, please, for God's sakes, help them. You know, that's one thing we're required to do. as human beings is we don't want to see somebody go hungry or starve or something of that nature. We need to put forth the effort and know that that's what it's here for. I mean, we need to look at the society in a whole. And we don't need this internal struggle and fighting one side and the other side because it just doesn't go anywhere. I mean, as a whole, as people, left versus right, I don't care. That's out the window. But the thing we need to remember the most is we're in this fight together with prices, the cost, everything. And families are struggling right now so bad. And believe me, it's tough all over for everyone. Food dollars just doesn't stretch, but we got to make the best of it, folks. So if you have a little extra to spare, donate it to the food banks. Help somebody out. Look for ways to cut your food budget by doing certain things at home. You know, maybe get together with some family and friends or some friends together and do a baking day where you make bread and rolls and stuff like that and you can freeze it. And then during the week when you want it, you lay it, thaw it out, let it rise, throw it in the oven. I'll guarantee you the kids will come running for that. And your husband will probably love it too. And trust me, you'll be going, why didn't I think of this sooner? You know, have certain days where you can make pie crust and put them in the freezer. Make things ahead of time. Do freezer prep meals because that's what it's all about, folks. Is helping one another teach somebody something that you know that other people don't. We all have skills. Some of us don't have some things and some of us have others. But that's what makes us unique and different is we need to be together on this and help one another. And don't bash somebody for what they don't know because they haven't learned, but teach them. You know, one thing I don't know how to do, but I'm going to be learning it is canning because that is something I need to learn. But I pretty well self-sufficient. I can bake. I can do all this. And we need, as a society, to get back to the basics in life. And we don't worry about fast food restaurants, anything like that. We need to look at the basics. Our grandparents did the same thing. You know what their basic staples were when they went grocery shopping? It wasn't the latest and greatest thing on the shelf. It was flour, sugar, salt, stuff like that. The basics, you know. They did all of it. One thing eggs have come down. So baking can be a lot more easier now too. So just look at the basics. Flour, sugar, salt, stuff of that nature. Use that as your base. You can take a bread and stretch it into another meal. You know, easily make a gravy for crying out loud. Take some leftover meat, you know, and make something out of it. You can make hamburger gravy and pour it over toast. Believe it or not, that's a filling meal. And it doesn't take a lot of hamburger to make it because you can and put a little onion in it, you know, a little onion flakes or onion powder, you know. Your favorite seasonings are basic seasonings, garlic powder, onion powder, such as that, oregano, you know, some of your basic seasonings is what you need. You need some, you know, basil, stuff of that. But always remember, get your basic stuff, and that will help you get through these tough times. You know, I come on here to talk to people, and I want you to understand we're all fighting this together. So let's just hang in there. So remember that, folks. If you see somebody out there and they're struggling, help them out, please. And right here at this time and age, we all need that helping hand. And that's for sure. So no matter what the struggle, folks, get kneeled on your knees, pray up to God, and also look at what you can do to help others. So just remember, whatever the struggle is, folks, there's always hope. Don't give up, okay? This is Rich here on Let's Talk. Until again, take care and God bless.